All right, we're on tight time. We're gonna get it in. Melly, I'm gonna touch this floor, and I want you to touch this floor. Can I dance for y'all, crew? Let's go.
Get up!
Let's go, Melly. Let's get him.
Get up!
Oh, I see you. What? Hey. Yeah. That's our man Melly. Floors I take. And we are Transit Arts. Time cut a little bit. Let's get on out here. We have Melly, a.k.a. Floors I Take, on the ground. Maya, Jules, Malcolm, and Lele. Give it up for them, y'all.
Hey, my name is Sam Arledge, and I'm from Circleville in Pickaway County. This is my third year on the Youth Council, and I'm in the 11th grade and attend Westfall High School.
Hiya, my name is McKenzie Long, and I am from Washington Courthouse in Fayette County. This is my first year on the Youth Council. I am a junior, and I attend Miami Trace High School. Oh, say, why don't we share a little bit about ourselves with the audience?
I'm one of the 40 high schoolers in the state that also officiate wrestling.
Oh, that's so interesting.
What about when you first met us? Weren't you in a boot?
Oh, yeah. On the free time, I do enjoy riding my motorcycle, but in August of last year, I did go down and I tore my Achilles. Note to self, wear proper riding gear. Fans are not.
Whoa, was that really a year ago?
Goodness, it was.
Well, we're so excited for all of you to be here with us today for the 11th annual We Are the Majority Rally. This is my third rally I've been to, and each year gets that more amazing blazing. McKenzie, how many rallies have you been to?
I watched last year. However, I loved it so much, I wanted to join, and this is my first in-person rally. Well, virtual.
Whoa, it's your first rally and you're hosting? I guess that's what the OYLPN Youth Council is all about, getting involved.
You are absolutely correct, Sam. Let's talk about the purpose of this virtual rally. This rally is meant to be a platform for youth to express that we are the majority. Our generation gets a bad rep for drug use and alcohol use. However, that is only a small percentage. This rally is meant to encourage the youth to be the majority by choosing to stay drug-free. Sam, tell us what we can expect from today's experience.
What you can expect from the next 60 minutes is high-energy, youth-led centered rally experience that is not limited to but will include edutainment, international speakers, interviews with youth stakeholders, performance by Ohio's top youth artists, cameo appearances, giveaways, and a call to action. Ultimately, this will be an experience for the youth by the youth.
Yes, so much fun to be had. We are so excited that we get to celebrate with all of you. Now, we will turn it over to our friends, Carly and Luke, so they can give you the details about the giveaways that you can win by interacting with us on social media and participating in the trivia throughout the rally experience. Carly and Luke, it's on you.
Hi, my name is Carly Clark. I'm a junior at Newark High School, and when I'm not working with the Youth Council, I enjoy golfing with my friends.
And hi, my name is Luke Watson. I'm a sophomore at Loveland High School. When I'm not in school, I like to be hanging out with my friends. Each of you has a chance to enhance your rally experience with some epic prizes, but in order to do that, you have to engage with us on social media or participate in the trivia. There are two ways you can engage with us. The first way you can engage with us is the trivia by scanning the QR code on the bottom of your screen and entering your name and your email. The second way you can interact with us is on Twitter or Instagram by tagging us at OYLPN and the following hashtag. Hashtag WATM22, hashtag Own Your Power, and hashtag the Teen Experience. But make sure your posts are public so we can see them and share them.
We will be doing our first giveaway in the beginning of the show, so participate in trivia right now for a chance to win an iPad. We'll be posing questions throughout the rally for you to answer on social media for your chance to win a Surface Go 3 or AirPod Max. But to win the AirPod Max, you'll need to create a post on your Instagram feed where you tell us about your best coping mechanism when times get tough, using hashtag #OwnYourPower. Then you must share this post to your Instagram story and tag a friend and at OYLPN.
As you share on social media, Carly and I will share some of your amazing posts on this giant iPhone.
We look forward to seeing your posts throughout the night, and we really hope you enjoy our trivia.
Thank you, Carly and Luke. Now that we have told you what to expect for the night, we're going to pass it over to DJ BHB for roll call.
Hey, what's going on? This is DJ BHB. I'm here to shout everybody out for roll call. Let me see who we have in the building. First of all, give yourselves a round of applause. Let's see you make some noise. Everybody on the screen, one time. Okay. I see you.
Get excited. Lovely. Look at yourself.
All right. So it's youth to youth in the building. Do we have youth to youth? Here we go. Over here. I see how loud they are right here. Youth to youth. Shout out to you. Thank you for checking us out. I hope you enjoyed the dance, and I hope you enjoyed all the speakers. Who else is in here? That's youth to youth Central Ohio. Southeast.
Come on up.
Is Southeast in the building? All right. I see you. Central.
Central's next.
All right, Central. What's good? I see you. Oh, that really look lit.
Come on, Lily. Come on. Are they up?
Southwest Ohio.
You're next.
Make some noise, Southwest Ohio. All right. Northeast.
Go.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy I'm looking for. Give it up for Northeast. Northwest Ohio.
All right. Thank you very much.
HC3.
All right. Yep. All right. Here we go.
Everybody's so lit.
Wow, we really have youth joining us from all over the state of Ohio. You want to know what the best part of the experience is?
What is it?
That there is a message for everyone on this call. Right now, we are going to hear from Mori Allen. Mori Allen is an actress and voice actress, known for her roles as Pearl Krabs in SpongeBob SquarePants, Diane Simmons on Family Guy, the Invisible Woman on Fast and 4, and the Boss in Metal Gear video game series. She is an animal welfare advocate and sees the value in youth leading the change in mental health promotion. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hi, I'm Mori Allen, voice of Pearl Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants. She's so cute. And Diane Simmons from Family Guy and all that other good stuff. And I just wanted to tell you guys how amazing you are for being young leaders. Activism can start at any age. And for those of you who are feeling like you want to give back, like you need to give back, it's so important that you do, to talk about mental health and wellness. We've all come out of a really crazy time. It continues to be a really challenging time. And I just want to encourage everyone to support each other and to speak out. It's really important. The Prevention Action Alliance for young kids, for adults, it's such a great program to really encourage your leadership and encourage you to speak out, because you guys are going to be the ones who change the world. You're the ones that are going to help save the planet, who talk about mental health and wellness in a way that inspires so many people, young and old. So please keep using your voice for good. I know Pearl does. She's very loud. So we both want you to continue the amazing work and just be a reflection of what's going on in your heart out in the world, and you will help someone, because life is so short and so precious. And I'm so grateful that you guys are all doing what you're doing and helping others to really see the link between mental wellness and their relationships with parents and how they're doing at school. So speak out, and you'll help someone and you'll feel good, and keep doing it. You're amazing. Mwah! Absolutely amazing.
Wow. Wasn't that inspiring? I loved her energy. We can really tell she is speaking from her heart. I really liked that she encouraged us to be a reflection of what's in our hearts. And she is right. We are the majority. We will be the ones to save the planet. You don't have to wait until you graduate high school to be a leader. As she said, activism can start at any age.
Why not start today? There are so many ways we can be leaders out loud, and one of those ways is by using our voices on social media. Speaking on social media, Kenzie, guess what time it is?
It's time for a giveaway.
At the beginning of the rally, we told you to participate in the trivia for a chance to win some really cool prizes. In honor of the 11th anniversary of the We Are the Majority rally, the 11th person that joined the trivia will win this amazing iPad. This Apple tablet will keep you in the grind wherever for work or for fun.
But before we announce the winner, let's see what's happening on social media under the hashtag #TeenExperience. Caroline Inspires posted, "I'm super excited to serve as the keynote speaker for the 11th annual We Are the Majority Rally 2022. I love advocating for the youth." KYKY_0906 said OYLPN, hashtag own your power, and she made a poster for us.
Keep posting on social media to win one of the amazing.
And the winner is Jasmine Rowland.
Keep posting on social media to win another amazing prize. Sam and Kenzie, back to you.
Prior to the rally, we reached out to young people all across the state to hear what the teen experience means to them. Check out what some of them have to say.
For me, the teen experience, I think it's the best experience you can get.
This time in your life is to really do good and be good so you can truly form a good adult.
Learning responsibility, try new things, and figure out what you like.
Making regrets, doing wrong decisions, and then learning from them in the future.
Changing from lives to ages to teenagers to adults.
To have fun and live your life while you're young. That was terrifying.
Wasn't that fun?
Yes, and I like how they all touched on being yourself and growing from the choices we make.
It's so important to remember how everyone's teen experience is unique.
We encourage all of you to continue having this conversation throughout your watch party.
Now, a good friend of ours who was very instrumental in developing the theme for this year's rally is going to speak of the importance of the topic. Show some love for Allie.
Thanks, Kenzie. Hi, everyone. My name is Allie Sprow, and I'm graduating from Delta High School in Fulton County this year. I'm part of Youth Advisory Council. Hi, guys. So our theme for the rally this year, in case you haven't noticed, is the teen experience. The Youth Council picked this theme at our summer retreat. When we started getting to know each other, we talked a lot about how we felt like we weren't getting the same teen experience as others and how overwhelming being a teenager really feels. with classes, friends, sports, social media, and getting prepped for college, we all agreed that we don't feel like we're getting the same teen experience that generations before us had. We brainstormed things that matched what we thought the teen experience should look like. Late night drives, crazy messy fun, the mall, the drive-in theater. Sounds great, right? So what's stopping us from creating our own brand new teen experience 2022 style? This rally is meant to represent all of the great things that teens can do when we come together to stand for what we believe in. The future is in our hands, and we get to make it what we want. We just have to own our power.
Thanks for that, Allie. Speaking of owning your power, let's hear from some more teens across the state of Ohio and what they had to say.
Own your power, that means it's yours. And don't let nobody take it from you.
Having to set your own boundaries and making sure nobody steps over that.
Feel how you feel about yourself. Don't let nobody bring you down.
Be yourself, even if it's not what others like.
Do what you want to do, and the sky's the limit.
Be you and just you, and don't let nobody try to take that from you.
Live your life and have fun. Don't be serious all the time.
Cheese.
Yes, exactly as our friend McKenzie said. Be you and don't let nobody try to take that from you. And we can trust her because her name is also McKenzie. That's how you own your power. So far, we've been hearing from teens all across the state, and right now we have one of Columbus's very own teens in the studio with us. I heard from a little birdie that this next individual is all about popping out and embodying his power. Sam, tell him who's next.
Tykees Motivates is an up-and-coming motivational speaker, poet, community advocate, and entrepreneur. His drive comes from his experience as a young, inner-city, low-income youth. His mission is always to uplift the spirits of Black boys and Black people. Tykees, let's hear it.
Child, find your purpose. You've been feeling lost your whole life until your mentor says you need to go soul searching. So to find your reality, you need to look in. I think to myself, what would life be like if I decided to throw away the mirror? If I stopped and just listened, I think to myself, what would life be like if I danced and danced and danced? Sometimes I think to myself, what is it gonna take for me to make it? I think I just want it all to go away. The pain, the hurt, the neglect, this powerless feeling like I'm gasping for air, like I'm gasping for air, like I'm gasping for you. No one, nobody. Why didn't you tell me it would be this hard to preserve my mental? Why can't I just love myself and be happy? Why can't I just love myself and be, I'm talking, let my love soar higher than a kite and let my spirit be swallowed by the warm embrace of me. My talent is more than enough. Now why can I be? It hurts to have a gun pointed to your head when all you wanted was a peace of mind. Please don't kill me, whether that's homicide, suicide, or genocide. I know that it's a Black man's job to never let your spirit be destroyed. And Black girl, how do you do it? Smile. So big, is that the definition of Black girl magic? The ability to be hurt, broke down, hurt, and still smile. Hurt, broke down, hurt, and still smile. Black women have changed my life. So don't numb my pain, because I'm ready for a change. I show my heart to the people that I'm supposed to. I'm learning to be grateful for every beautiful day that I'm breathing and every hard one that I'm living. My anger will no longer consume me. My spirit will sing harmonies with me. No more senseless fights, nor physically, nor mentally. My flaws don't look so bad. No longer shackled by the weights of my insecurities. I am free. I finally found my place in humanity, so I think to myself, what would life be like if I was just to be? And are you still running? Are you hiding from your fears? When was the last time you thought to yourself, in peace?
Thank you so much for that reminder. In a world full of pain and hurt, you need to find yourself and be you. Also, in the studio with us today is someone you have all met before in previous rallies, a long-term advocate for mental health and prevention. Sam, could you do the honors of introducing our next guest interview?
A native of Eastern Ohio, Lori Chris has been engaged in the behavioral health field since 1992. Her experiences include working with the Ohio Commission on Minority Health at Amherst, Inc. Prior to coming to Ohio MOS, Lori Chris served as the Chief Executive Officer of the Ohio Council of Behavioral Health and Family Service Providers. Ms. Chris holds a bachelor's and master's degree of social work from The Ohio State University. She's a former board member of the National Alliance for Recovery Residences and serves as the principal advisor for the Ohio Recovery Housing.
Hello there, I'm Anthony Hulfinger. I am a junior from London High School in Madison County. Thanks for being here with us today, Director Chris.
Nice to be here, Anthony.
What is one thing that you want young people participating in youth-led programs to know?
I'm just really grateful to be here today. I'm so excited about what I'm seeing in the leadership opportunities and the community that all of you are building across the state. And these connections that you're making and the skills that you're building are going to take you far in life, and they're going to last far beyond this youth-led experience. Really helps build resiliency and opportunities for the future.
Thank you. And what resources are available to Ohio youth to provide support for mental health?
First and foremost, the connections you have with each other as friends and peers, your trusted adults, whether it's in your family or at school or in the community, those are your first line of go-to people to help you with your mental health or to help you if you get into any circumstances that you really need some support. But you also have other services and supports that are maybe a little more confidential, like the Ohio Care Line, which is a number that anyone can call 24 hours a day for private conversation about any emotional distress you might be experiencing. That number is 1-800-720-9616, but also the crisis text line, and that's used by a lot of young people in Ohio. And you can text the keyword for hope, the number 4 and the word hope to 741-741 and have a private confidential chat with a trained counselor.
Thank you. And why is drug prevention and mental health important to you?
Well, I believe in the potential of every single person, and preventing alcohol and drug use and delaying the onset of any use before the age of 21 is so important to make sure that you develop in the most healthy way possible and can live up to your full potential. So that's the top priority for me and something that I've been advocating for since I was your age, actually.
Thanks for joining us today, Director Chris. In the interview, you heard Director Chris talk about the crisis text line. Right now, we are going to have a short commercial break created by and starring members of the OYLPN Youth Council.
Hey, are we still down for the mall and ice cream after school?
Yes, totally. Hey, look, there's Sarah. I wonder if she wanna come. Hey, Sarah. Do you wanna come to the mall for ice cream after school tonight?
No, I'm so stressed. I'm overwhelmed with soccer tryouts next week, and I'm anxious about my ACT scores. I just want to be alone.
Girl, you're not acting like yourself. Try texting the crisis text line at 741-741.
Man, I feel so much better. Are you guys ready for some ice cream?
I am. Let's go.
The crisis text line isn't the only way to cope when times get tough. This is your reminder that we want to hear from you on Instagram about your best coping strategies. Don't forget to create a post on your Instagram feed, share on your Instagram story, and then tag a friend and OYLPN using the hashtag #OwnYourPower for your chance to win AirPod Maxes.
We've mentioned this is the 11th annual We Are the Majority Rally, which means there have been 11 years of youth council cohorts.
Wow, I'm so excited to hear from some of our alumni.
Can you introduce yourself? My name is Lauren Galloway. I was on the youth council for 3 years back in high school. My name is Delaney Moeller. I was on youth council for 3 years. I'm from Marion Crawford Prevention Programs, and I am now a social worker in Marion City Schools. Now I'm a student at Ohio State University finishing up my education degree. Being a part of the Ohio Youth-Led Prevention Network and getting to plan not just one rally, but 3 rallies throughout the years was one of the most awesome leadership experiences.
Going through the steps of how do we write this? What is it? And then seeing it come out and be this huge thing that people come out to and look forward to all year. It just was something much bigger than myself.
We are the majority means that there are a larger population of our teens and our students in Ohio that are not drinking and are not using drugs, and their voices need to be heard.
I wasn't the only one making these decisions, that I was backed by the majority of my peers making healthy decisions.
I would describe OYLPN as a family and as the connection that we find in that family.
Connections are huge. Connections are a big reason why you start youth-led prevention and a big reason why you keep going. You start and you don't really know anybody and you get into it and you're like, oh, this person knows this person and now they're my friend.
Because of OYLPN, I have gained the leadership skills and the support system to be able to become the social worker that I am today.
Because of OYLPN, I was very equipped with different skills. I have refusal skills and leadership skills. One of the biggest ones was public speaking.
I want the young people that are watching today to know that they are not alone and that they are part of the majority.
You're not just the future, you're the now. You are making a difference now.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiana Bogrowski, and I'm a sophomore at Archibald High School in Fulton County, Ohio. This is my first year in OYLPN, and I've been involved in my county's Youth Advisory Council for 2 years.
Hi everyone, my name is Kier Scott, and I am so happy to be here with you all to present this award. I have been doing prevention-related work since 2009, so about 13 years. I grew up through my local prevention programs in Marion County, and while I was in high school, I had the honor of being a youth council member with OYLPN in 2013. I also had the privilege of being on the youth council during the early years of OYLPN with my great friend Marissa Smock. Again, I am so happy and honored to be here today to introduce the winner of the Marissa Smock Spirit Award.
Being involved in prevention leaves a long-lasting impact on your life. The award we are about to announce shows just that. This award is in memory of our very own OYLPN alumni, Marissa Smock. Marissa was a member of the Youth Council in its first 3 years of existence. She played an important role in OYLPN in planning for the rally each year. Although Marissa is no longer physically with us, her constant positivity, passion for prevention, enthusiasm for leadership, and ability to bring people together will continue to leave a lasting impact on the prevention community. With this award, we show you that your legacy will leave an impact. The winner of this award possesses important qualities needed in youth leadership, such as integrity, honesty, ambition, purpose, empathy, passion, and resilience.
Like Marissa, this person possesses all of those qualities, but also has a powerful and unwavering ability to inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. Marissa helped me understand that a good leader helps a group of people identify what they wanted and how to get it, and then influence them to take coordinated action to achieve the desired outcomes. It is different to be a good leader than be just a leader. A good leader influences and makes us realize our capabilities. Marissa taught me that youth-led prevention was the most effective way to influence change and truly achieve collective impact with my peers. Like Marissa, the winner of this award demonstrates that there is a leader inside every one of us. However, a good leader is more than just their work. Good leaders are honest, exhibit confidence, and inspire others. They provide direction, inspiration, and empowerment. Influential leaders demonstrate courage, passion, conviction, dedication, and aspiration. They stimulate the strengths and talents of their team. This person goes out of their way to be an optimistic leader in their school and community. They have a passion for prevention and have been instrumental in their local community and school in leading many prevention campaigns. In fact, this person has been an outspoken and unapologetic leader in the world of prevention with their local elected officials. Like Marissa, this leader has a warm and welcoming personality that makes them such an effective role model for their peers. This person is also more than the leadership qualities they possess or their work. They are a change maker who has a deep desire to truly transform the lives of the people around them. Similar to Marissa, their compassion for the community they live in is unmatched. This person brings people together to ensure that the most vulnerable people in our communities feel loved and valued. This person fully embodies everything my friend Marissa is, and I cannot imagine a more deserving person for this award.
Without further ado, the winner is, drum roll please, Claudia Earhart from Strasburg High School Youth to Youth.
Hello. Thank you so much for this award. I feel honored. If I could sum up this award in one word, it would be inspiration. Marissa Smock was an inspiration to everyone around her, and her legacy continues today. I am inspired by Marissa to keep her legacy alive and inspire everyone around me to do the same. So I encourage everyone watching today to remember Marissa and follow her footsteps. Thank you again for this award. It truly is an honor.
Congratulations, Claudia, and congrats to the other nominees, Meredith Gruber from Marion Crawford Prevention Programs and Ellen Rode from Jefferson County Youth Coalition. Kenzie and Sam, back to you.
Congratulations again to Claudia for the 2022 Marissa Smock Spirit Award. Keeping the conversation going about influence and purpose, our next guest is owning his power on and off the field.
Master Teague III is a former Ohio State football player, a non-denominational Christ follower, and an inspiring architect. He understands the importance of leading through action and has a heartfelt message to share with us today.
Dear fellow young folk, boys and girls, young men and women, my name is Master Teague, former Buckeye football player, and I just want to let you know, whoever's watching this on the other side of the screen, that you have influence. You have influence. We all have influence. And we all have a platform to be a light to others. You know why? And it's because that you're being watched more than you think. We're all being watched more than we think. So, by the way you carry yourself, by the way that you spread positivity, by the way that you love others, by the way that you care for others, you are going to influence and impact the next person watching you to do the same. You see, life is like a domino effect. When somebody sees you being a positive light in a dark world, you are giving them the courage to go out there and do the same thing. And I've seen it many times in our generation and in the young folks in this world, be a light and encourage somebody else to do the same thing. So I'm encouraging us to do that, to continue to do that, and believe it when I say that each and every one of us has a purpose on this earth. You have a purpose. You watching this have a purpose. God has placed you and I here in the time and place that we're in right now, because we have a purpose, and a part of our purpose is to seek him. And, you know, a part of filling your purpose as well is making sure that you have a strong mind, that we have a strong mind, that our mental state is strong. And so if you see a brother or a sister or a classmate or your fellow human going through a struggle, or you see that they're mentally struggling, don't be afraid to help them. Don't be afraid to do something kind for them. Don't be afraid to encourage them and uplift them with your words and your actions, because we need each other. We need each other to help our communities grow in a positive way. We need to be leaders, and I'm just encouraging every one of you out there to be a leader, because you can. You can be a leader. Don't be discouraged that you're young or that you're youthful. You can be an impact and set the example for those around you, not only those your age, but those older than you. So I just want to encourage us with that. Let's go out and be leaders. Let's go out and help our communities be positive, to bring good, holy, and productive change within our communities. I know we can do it. Let's go do it. God bless you guys. Alrighty. Peace.
We all have a platform to give light to others. And when we use our platform, it's like a domino effect. Thank you again, Master Teague III, for allowing your light to shine on and off the field. This next individual is a force to be reckoned with. I heard from the same birdie that she uses her pain, purpose, and passion to speak power to truth.
Mori Allen is a vocalist, poet, community advocate for her peers, and aspiring speaker. She uses the arts as an outlet to express herself. Mori, after being saved by the arts, was inspired to use her voice and perform to share her experience with the world in hopes that she can continue saving lives and guiding through people and their healing journeys and gifts with the discernment through God. She has a gift for opening the minds and hearts of adults, those who serve youth, by providing them with a better understanding with the pieces of mental health and the emotional journeys of young people.
It's too easy for me to say that the light hurt my eyes, or I prefer darker spaces. Better yet, I didn't get much sleep last night. Because it's more like a boogeyman, standing in the corner of this room, lowering over the light shining through my window, ready to wrap his hands around my neck the moment I began to even think I had made friends with the rainbow dancing on my cover. It may be hypocritical of me to say I simply like the confinements of my own space and I'm happy alone. But let's be realistic, I feel like a ghost in my own home, haunted by mirrors that I could never make eye contact with, stained with bad luck, cracked with my shortcomings, so it may be easier for me to say that I sleep in my closet so that the demons don't get away, but reality is they're my friends. Burned by the light, it's touch scorching to the bone like leftover meat in the stove. I see red, but this ain't no baptism, no way, because this red isn't love, more like a phobia definition. An extreme or irrational fear of something like the light in my living room illuminating the life into the plant I bought my mama the other day. It wasn't always this bad. I don't remember suffering from the emotional turmoil, but I do remember sleepless nights. Fears that the demons in my dream would finally give up this game of crisscross applesauce, holding me hostage, torture me one last time, and my family would never see me again. I remember meeting Echo in the 2nd grade. He was the idea of slitting wrist and hanging hope from unstable rooftops, and I can't get my head to stop spinning. My best buddy. But like I said, it wasn't always this bad. Laughter touched my lips every Friday family game night, and I was carefree with dance as a first love and music as a cousin. But at some point, my sun's solar eclipsed and stopped its rotation, and the bad was all I could remember. Being stuck in the darkness, my friends became my comfort, edging off some of the burden, rather holding them with me in our intertwined bindle of an embrace. Depression, supplying all of the water I may need. No food, for what appetite would I cater to? Somewhere a blur of memories turn to I don't belong here, and what part of this is supposed to be worth it? Until I realized it really was not always like this. Remembering how the sunlight felt on my little black body and how I would envision a safe space at the edge of the cliff. Little me, happy and free, flying my kite, singing ghosts of the lullabies my mama used to sing. It shouldn't always be like this. It doesn't always have to be like this. I began to recognize my friends as imposters that used to scratch the floorboard underneath my bed, tugging on my covers in the game of tug of war until I stopped fighting. But you can get up. Let them have the cover, brush your teeth, wash your face, and put on some fresh new clothes. Water the plant in the living room. Put on a face of makeup and a smile. Begin to dance around the house. Blast your music as loud as you can, and one day you can pull back the curtains and open your blinds again in peace.
Thank you, Mori. Sometimes we struggle with our own nightmares, but it's important to remember that that's what brings us out of the dark sometimes. So far, we've witnessed many youth not just talk about owning their power, but demonstrate how they own their power. What we also know is that the well-being of young people is also impacted by how those power others empower. Here's what young people want adults to know.
It's not the easiest thing.
Teenagers are still growing and that they should give us some time. That we're not always gonna get
things right.
They expect us to get straight A's, be goody two-shoes all the time, and we're not.
When they were growing up, it's not like how it is now, because now we got COVID.
Hear us. Like, I want to let y'all know that we here. Be there for your kids. Even if they seem happy, they might not always be happy, and be there for them.
We have opinions, and our opinions are valid.
Let's just take a moment to breathe in the many truths that we just heard. One thing that I heard that resonated with me came from our friend Jalen. And she said when they were growing up, it's not like how it is now, because now we got COVID. Like many of the teens expressed in the video, we ultimately want adults to extend grace to us, to hear us, to support us how we need to be supported. We've been in a pandemic for 3 years, and we'll be recovering from it for a long time. It's so important for adult allies to remember the differences that come with each generation. Our next interview highlights an adult who spends his time advocating for equity and young people.
Matthew Mead grew up in Marion, Ohio, and currently resides in Columbus, Ohio. His life goal is to fight for equality and equity for people who have been mistreated for many generations. After spending years on stage in musicals and plays, with his sights set on Broadway, all of his focuses and interests changed when he won the title of Mr. Gay Ohio in 2017. He suddenly felt so connected to advocacy and wanted to be a voice for people who didn't have one for themselves. Whether it be influencing positive lifestyle choices in LGBTQIA youth or setting in boardrooms to make disparities in underprivileged communities aren't overlooked, he is here to make a change. We are so happy to have him back for his second We Are the Majority rally.
Hi, my name is Hayden Swickard. I am a senior at Newark High School, and in my free time, I enjoy playing volleyball and swimming. And now to Matthew Mead. How was your experience growing up as an LGBTQ plus youth, and how did that impact you with wanting to be an advocate?
Yeah, so like Sam said, I thought I was Broadway bound, so the advocacy thing came a little bit later in life. After I did win Mr. Gay Ohio, it really switched my entire trajectory of life, and that kind of goes to show that it doesn't really matter when you start, but as long as you're doing, then that is exactly your timing. So just trust your timing and go with the steps that are happening, because it'll happen how it's supposed to happen.
All right. And how did you learn to own your power as a gay man?
Well, my family was really pertinent in that while I was coming out, I came out in 2009, which was in between my junior and senior year of high school. It was while I was finding a lot of things about myself, my family was also asking a lot of questions, and I learned, because I wanted to answer those questions, that there's an entire community who's already owning their power. So it was because I wanted to be a part of that community that I was able to learn to do exactly that, which is, like we've been talking about all night, owning our power.
Yeah, and my last question for you is, what is the biggest piece of advice you have for youth who are struggling to own their own power?
The biggest piece of advice I think I have is to know that you are your own person that you wake up with every day. You are the person that you will see for the rest of your life, and you should love yourself because of that. One of my favorite shows is RuPaul's Drag Race, and RuPaul always says, how are you going to love yourself? How aren't you going to love yourself if you can't love somebody else? And that is the truth. You have to love yourself first, and that is exactly how you should live your life, and that's my biggest piece of advice.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It was an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today.
Everyone has a role in prevention, including elected officials. Governor Mike DeWine has attended the We Are the Majority rally in person and virtually for many years. He truly believes in the power of prevention with young people as change agents. Let's listen to the message he has to share with us today.
Hello, I'm Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. Thank you for your participation in the We Are the Majority rally. Each year, I look forward to this event and to congratulating all of you for making healthy decisions and choosing not to use drugs or alcohol. You're the majority, and you have so many reasons to celebrate. You're living your best lives and pursuing your futures with clear minds and positive attitudes. So I applaud you and encourage you to continue on this wellness path, one without smoking, drinking, or drugs. This path will take you to places worth going. You may not realize it, but you're an inspiration to others. Please encourage your friends and your family to join you in prioritizing health. You know, we have so many great things going for us in Ohio. Ohio is a wonderful place to get an education, build your dreams, launch a successful career, and raise a family. Our state truly is a land of great opportunity. But those without good health, those with bad habits, are at risk of losing all of that. So I hope you'll continue making good decisions in health and in life. And I can't wait to see what you all accomplish.
Thank you so much for that meaningful message from you, Mike. It means a lot to us that an elective official can hear us. Next, we are going to hear from Caroline Inspires. Ms. Caroline Inspires is a two-time TEDx speaker who has used her gift of gab and artistic genius to captivate and transform the lives of over 20,000 youth, young adults, and their stakeholders across more than 15 states, virtually and in person. As a native of North Tulsa, Oklahoma, her lived experiences became the catalyst for her area of expertise. Relentless in sharing her story by the age of 16, Ms. Caroline Inspires discovered the power of her narrative through storytelling, poetry, and singing. Her transformative inspiration as a speaker, educator, and artist allows Ms. Caroline Inspires to unapologetically and unequivocally create an experience that captivates her audience beyond the moment. Taking her speaking beyond the stage, her imprint is recognized in her advocacy for and success with cultivating Black youth speakers. Further embodied in her Be Your Mark collection, an apparel line that combines her invigorating inspiration and colorful legacy. Ms. Caroline Inspires is sure to be a light who authentically illuminates every space she occupies.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, shed, I've got to let it shine. This little light of mine, I've got to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine, oh, let it shine. Shed everywhere I go. Do, do, do. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go. Shed, I've got to let it shine. Everywhere I go, I've got to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, let it shine. They say light is the only thing that can illuminate darkness. Trying to inspire myself, but I can't seem to locate where my heart is. I've misplaced it. In the cares of those who don't matter, I've exchanged it. For the approval of those who don't care, rearranged it, transitioned it from the left to the right, and when I find myself reasoning with my soul, I write with my left. Overs rehearsing the same narrative. Dreams have gotten smaller, my vision must be impaired again. Oops, I couldn't see it. Dang, if I could hear it. Objects in the mirror are closer than they're appearing, so here I am, readjusting my perspective. Hills look like mountains until you stand right next to it. Never above or around, but always through it. pushing past the pain when things are getting bluer, standing on the promise when the grass ain't greener, staying on the boat despite the waves are getting wilder, preserving your peace when negative thoughts have filled your mind up, pursuing your purpose, don't lose sight, audience of one. My heart became the wilderness, my mind was Pharaoh, I wandered. Worrying with my fears still the show, fasting and praying, will these dreams ever grow? Will these seeds ever grow? Will my glow ever show? Will my story be told? Will my soul be sold? I wandered. My heart became the wilderness, my mind was Pharaoh. Disobedient to a God who had called me to let my ideas flow, to let my creativity go. They say light is the only thing that can illuminate darkness. Trying to inspire myself, I had to first remember why I started. Never mind the days when motivation had departed. The harvest is plenty, y'all, but the laborers will always be few. So when you shine your light, make sure that when it comes back, when you shine your light, make sure that when it comes back, it has the exact same power to strengthen you. My name is Caroline Inspires Bennett. I'm a speaker, an artist, an educator, a business owner, a soon-to-be author. Amongst all of my callings, the one that keeps me grounded in everything that I do is the work of a community and a youth advocate. I am a firm believer. My philosophy is simple, and it is that young people have a right and a reason to survive, thrive, and come alive in every single space in which you occupy. And if for just 1 second you felt like all you could do was just survive, I am here to tell you, if you watching this, we are the Majority Rally today. We got a message for you, and it is for you to simply take back your power, but not just take back your power, but to own your power, because you can do much more than just survive. We live in a world that wants you to believe that all you can do is just keep your head above water, just barely make it, that all you can do is just be okay, but you can do more than just be okay. The right and the reason that you have your right is simply this: you were born. That's all you need to know that you can do survival, you can come alive, and you can survive in every space in which you operate in. But the reason, in the event that you needed something else to remind you of the rights and the reasons that you have to do more than just survive, is simply this: you're still here. Your right is because you were born. Your reason is because you were still here. And if you are still here, that means that you still have purpose. And if you still have purpose, that means that you have some power. Where there is purpose, there is power. Own your power. A lot easier said than done, but I'm willing to believe, not having met many of you, I'm willing to believe and bet at the same time that it is very well possible that the reason why it's harder for us to own our power is simply because we get so consumed. We get so busy owning everything else that doesn't necessarily belong to us: trauma, blame, broken promises from people that we thought cared about us, emptiness, loneliness. We get so consumed with owning violence. We get so consumed with owning depression. We get so consumed with owning sickness that it kind of make it a little bit hard to own what actually does belong to you, which is your power, which is your experience, which is your truth, which is your story. And so wherever it is that you fall on the spectrum of owning your power, some days it may be easier than others. I just want to leave you with 3 things. I was about to do that, but that was going to be 6 things. So it's really like this: 3 things. I want to leave you with 3 things that I hope will encourage you as you continue to enjoy the rest of this rally. And the first thing is what I said in the beginning: wherever there is purpose, there is power. And if you are watching this, that means that you are still here. And if you are still here, that means that you have purpose. Therefore, you have power. The second thing that I want you to remember is that power is not just about your position, but power is more so about your perspective. There was a lot of power that comes in understanding that where you are at is not where you have to be. Where you have been is not where you have to go. And 3, there was power in the pressing. Similar to If you've ever found yourself watching, you know, these little television shows, and maybe you on Netflix, little Hulu, y'all got fancy stuff. Y'all got the HBO stuff, and I know what y'all do. Y'all got, well, it's not really your account. You probably got somebody else's account, but it's cool. I ain't gonna tell nobody. But nonetheless, what I'm saying is, you probably was watching a show, and at one point in time, somebody in the house called you, your mama called you, she probably told you come wash the dishes, so you had to do what? You had to press pause, you had to get up from where you were at, you had to go wash those dishes, you probably had to go take the trash out, walk the dog that was doing that stuff all over the house. It got to do it outside, but you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So nonetheless, you had to take the dog outside. Or maybe it wasn't as joyful as taking the dog out. Maybe you got a call from somebody you love passed away. Maybe you were entered into drama that you didn't want to be put back in. Maybe you had another mental breakdown, but you had to step away from the television show that you were enjoying so much. And the reality is, just like watching that TV show, that's literally how our lives somehow end up being. Life seems to be going so well, we're doing everything, and then we get the news that was unexpected. We have another mental breakdown. Something in life that we cannot control happens. There's power in knowing when to press pause, to go tend to the things that need to be tended to those relationships, to your mental health, to the trauma that keeps trying to have hold on you. There is power in the pause, but the beautiful thing that I want to leave you with is that not only is there power in knowing when to press pause, there is also power in knowing that you can also press play. After you've washed those dishes that your mama told you to wash, that you should have washed on Sunday and it's Wednesday, nonetheless, after you've done that, you go back and you press play. Many of you, wherever you're at, you've been paused for long enough. Your trauma, issues, things that you didn't understand, it's okay to be paused. But whatever you do, just don't stop the show. You have more life to live. You have more things to give, and you also have more things to receive in this world. So I encourage you to be reminded that there is purpose, there is power in your purpose, and there is also power in knowing when to press play. Thank you.
Breathtaking, Ms. Caroline. Thank you for letting your light shine and reminding us that we all have our power as the majority. We all have ideas in our head about what therapy is. Some of them are true and some of them not so much. Today, we've curated a conversation between a therapist and OYLPN member, Allie, who you met earlier, in hopes of destigmatizing seeking help for your mental health. Another OYLPN member, Josh, will be moderating the conversation. Sam, why don't you introduce the final interview for the night?
Latasha D. Washington is a native of Cleveland, Ohio, and currently resides in Columbus, Ohio. Latasha is the founder and creator of her own practice, LifeWalk LLC, an interactive and practical approach to counseling. And she is passionate about mental health and ministry. Latasha is experienced with working with various ages, cultures, religions, and genders. She seeks to fulfill her calling by combining God's will so people can live life more abundantly. Including in this combination, Latasha passionately specializes in depression, anxiety, biblical clinical counseling, mental health, and the church domestic violence and trauma, spiritual abuse. A sound mind, balance emotions with total wholeness are the main goals of Latasha when working with others to become their best selves.
Hi, I'm Josh Poole, a senior at Westfall High School in Pickaway County. Today, as Sam said, we have Miss Latasha and Allie. My first question is, what role does therapy play in the teen experience?
As a teen myself, I think therapy for me has helped me figure out what my teen experience looked like, because as a lot of people have mentioned already in the rally, everyone's teen experience is different. So as someone who experienced the trauma of losing a parent, that was what I had to work through to figure out what my teen experience looked like. But there are people who have things like we've seen already, being Black or being part of the LGBTQIA+ community. Those are all things that need to fit into your teen experience and figure out how you make the teen experience your own. And I think therapy has really helped me with that.
I think with the teenage experience, there's a lot of confusion.
a lot of frustration, a lot of questions, and it's just like, where the heck do I get answers from? And clearly your friends may not really have those answers. So with therapy, that gives you a safe place, a non-judgmental place, a place where you're not going to be criticized, a place where you can just be you and talk about the stuff that matters to you. This helps you to sort through that teen experience. It helps you to develop an identity. It helps you to own your power and create and find your voice.
My next question is, how do you feel about the stigma surrounding therapy, and what would you like to tell young people about therapy to break down the stigma?
Oh, the fun ones. People are going to think I'm crazy if I go to therapy. What if they make me take medication? What if they make me go to the hospital? Therapy is boring. My therapist is going to be old, and they're not going to be able to relate to me. No. All of this stuff, I promise you. Obviously, I don't think I look like the average therapist, or I trick people a lot of times. Like, wait a minute, you do what? Like, yes, I am the therapist. And I don't like to be bored in session, so why would I bore you in session? So I try to do things to keep you interactive, engaged, because when you're in therapy, you need to learn skills. You need to learn about yourself so you can function better outside of therapy. So sometimes medication may be needed, but not all the time. Sometimes there may be a diagnosis that's needed, but not all the time. But just know that therapy is that place for you to find you.
Yeah, therapy is not laying down on a couch and talking about your problems while someone writes down your analysis. Therapy is something that is so helpful, and I think we've come a really long way in destigmatizing therapy and seeking counseling or help in general for your mental health problems. But we need to keep breaking down that wall so that more teens can get access to it, and keep showing adults why we need it and how important it is.
Absolutely. My last question is for you, Latasha. What resources would you recommend to youth that are currently struggling?
The biggest resource that you could possibly use is your own voice. I know a lot of times people say, no, why didn't you reach out? Why didn't you say anything? You know, when you're depressed or you have anxiety, sometimes you can't find the words to say maybe. But if you're a singer, a poet, a rapper, like if you paint, whatever you can do creatively to get the message out, use that as a resource to ask for help. Sometimes it helps to put it on paper versus you saying it out of your mouth. You can talk to friends, but as a friend, you need to know there's certain limits. I can help you up to here, but if we start talking about self-harm, I'm cutting, or I want to kill myself, or I want to do this, know that the next step needs to happen and an adult needs to be brought in. Don't be afraid to speak your truth to that adult. So that way, if the next step of finding a professional needs to happen, it can happen. So really own your power and use your voice as the biggest resource.
Well, thank you, Allie and Latasha, for joining us today. Well, folks, guess what time it is?
It's time for another giveaway.
There has been so many amazing posts to pick from. The next person will win a 12-inch Windows Surface Go 3 to meet all of your gaming needs in the classroom or outside the classroom with high-speed graphics so you never miss a thing. Let's check out some of your posts that you guys have posted so far. This user shared a picture of their watch party and with all their swag. We have another user that posted one of the cameos. My best coping mechanism is probably taking a few deep breaths and listening to music. We have another one, looks like they have a little photo booth going on with a Hawaiian theme with all of their swag and hats. We have another bigger watch party with all of them with their hats and t-shirts and with the rally towels. And then the last one, we have these two watching the watch party from their school. And the winner of the windows is Kingston Darcis.
And now, for the grand prize, we are so excited to see your favorite healthy coping strategies on your Instagram. This winner gets some amazing blazing AirPod Maxes. Have you ever been so stressed that you just wanted to cancel out the background noise? Now you can with these amazing AirPod Maxes. And the winner is, drum roll, Kinley Clark, congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our winners. We hope you have been encouraged and equipped and empowered from tonight's rally experience. Before we close the night out, some of our friends from across the state have a special message for you.
Be more kind to ourselves and to other people.
That you'll get through it no matter how hard it is.
Just do positive things.
And no matter what you go through, it's always gonna be light at the end of the road. Believe in yourselves and be confident. Like, don't be worrying about what the other person got to say.
And stay strong.
Always follow your dreams, follow your goals. Don't let nobody stop you.
I feel like this generation is gonna make the world a better place.
Always have a passion, always have your mindset ready, always have your goals set for the future because you never know what it's going to bring.
That's it.
What I want other teens to know is that we all need to be the ones to speak out. We all can make, take, and create opportunities to speak up for ourselves and be the majority. I agree with John Al. I feel like this generation is going to make the place better. And it is important to always believe in yourself. Two of our very own youth council members, Brent and Monica, have chosen to own their power by using their voice in this call to action.
Monica Cox is a sophomore at Springfield High School, belonging to her home group, BATS. She's a first-year member of OYLPN and is passionate about advocating for people. Monica loves traveling and visiting art museums all over the world. With traveling, she loves meeting new people and building strong connections with people. Through her charm and humor, connections are key to her life and role in prevention. Monica hopes to continue the youth council through her senior year of high school.
Bryn Patterson is a senior at KIPP Columbus High School and first-year youth council member and third-year Youth to Youth Pulse member. Bryn is passionate about social justice and civic engagement as a community advocate, activist, and peer. As a neurodivergent person, Bryn is a disability advocate for autism rights and acceptance. Bryn plans to attend Howard University and then attend law school and business school, ultimately achieving her lifetime aspiration of becoming a Supreme Court justice. Bryn dedicates her life's work to human rights and social justice as a leader, dreamer, innovator, visionary, and revolutionary. Please show some love for our friends, Bryn and Monica.
We the people hold the power. We the people change this world. We the people fight. I am fearless. I am loud and proud.
I am Gen Z. You are Gen Z.
We are Gen Z.
We are here because we are the drug-free majority. Yet we cast no blame or shame to those who have misused substances. Empathy is key in the journey of youth-led drug prevention for you and me. We are the generation with all the strength and information to be the change we want to see in the world, the change we want to be in the world.
To be powerful is to be brave. We must have courage to speak our minds freely, to enact our ideas. We must own our own power.
Still, with mental health and crippling depression, social justice and repressing oppression, it seems the day will never come where this all ends.
But we, Gen Z, have the power to be free.
Your life doesn't have to be defined by what we identify as a teen 3, mental health, social justice, and substance misuse, because we are all powerful.
Not only are we powerful, we are knowledgeable.
Not only are we knowledgeable, we are responsible.
Not only are we responsible, we are inspirational.
We are Gen Z.
There is beauty in our power. Our power is what makes us prosper.
We are the change that is yet to come. We are the equality that excludes none.
Power is empowering. Although many times it may seem like we have none.
Still, we rise because we are Gen Z. The most powerful weapon in the world is the written and spoken word, so start a revolution within your soul.
I have tasted power before. Have you? My power comes in the form of using my voice. It lingers in my mind and pushes me forward. Moments of power make our lives influential.
We are Gen Z.
That statement is so important because right now,
we are making history, even herstory.
People are still looking at us and disregarding us as nothing more than asinine children.
Sit down, shut up.
Focus on school.
Stay in a child's place. Gen Z is not a monolith. We are a sea of leaders, dreamers, innovators, visionaries, and revolutionaries.
As a youth, you are one person who has the potential to change this world. So be the change that you want to see.
The change starts with you. We have the power to resist toxic chemicals that are in vaping, overcome our addictions.
It is now that we must realize that I am you, and you are me. And together we can rise up and own our own power because
we want to be great so bad. It's time to realize the power we've always had.
In times of life, we get overwhelmed. Our minds are exhausted and clouded.
We stand at a crossroads of right and wrong, but remember your resilience and strength for
we are Gen Z,
and we have the power to be and become drug-free.
Wow, so inspiring. Thank you so much for the outstanding poem. As we wrap up the rally, we want to give our viewers the chance to get to know us better and ask some questions about our teen experience on Youth Council. Our application to join the Youth Council will be going out soon, so we're happy to tell you more about what it's like to be a part of this awesome group. Join us on Instagram Live after the rally at OYLPN and talk to us. Special thanks to everyone who helped bring this 2022 We Are the Majority Rally experience to life.
If you didn't win a prize during the rally, don't be sad. We've still got more chances to give some awesome goodies away. We want your feedback on the rally, so the first 20 people to fill out our survey will be sent an e-gift card. Scan the QR code on the bottom of the show to complete the survey. We will also share the link at the end of the rally on our social media. See you on Instagram Live.